I'm sharing something a little personal today. I started this YouTube channel at the age of 71, and I'll be honest with you, it was scary. To be saturated with millions of voices, and I wondered who would want to hear from me. I'm not 21, obviously, or 31 or 51. I'm 71 years old. And it would have been so easy to say, it's too late. Nobody's going to listen to me. But I thought about it, and here's what I thought deep down. Silence, it doesn't help anyone. Survivors of narcissistic abuse don't need more silence. They need voices, truth tellers, people willing to say out loud what so many of us have been forced to live in secret. And if I could step into this space at 71 years old, maybe it would give someone else the courage to step into their voice too. That's why I tell Annie's story. Because when voices are silenced, pain multiplies. But when truth is spoken, healing, it just ripples. Annie knows about being silenced. She knows what it feels like to want to speak out and to be shut down at every turn. I'll tell you one moment that still chills me. Annie tried to tell her cousin the truth one day, that her husband Santino, the man that was so charming and so polished in public, that he was cruel behind closed doors. She thought maybe her cousin would understand, but instead, she was just brushed off. Her cousin laughed it away, saying, you got to be exaggerating, Annie. Santino, he would smile at the cookouts. He shook hands at church. He looked like the perfect husband, believe me. And Annie walked away from that conversation just more alone than ever. She had spoken, but no one heard her. That silence wrapped around her like a cloak, heavier than anything else. And that's why I knew I couldn't let my age or my fear or doubt stop me from telling her story. Because Annie's story is, I think, every survivor's story. And if she could find her voice, then so can I. Maybe you know that fear too. Maybe you tried to speak and was dismissed. Maybe you've been told you were overreacting, too sensitive, or maybe even making the whole thing up. Maybe you've lived years in silence because it felt safer than the shame of not being believed. I want you to hear this. Your voice matters. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or 80. It doesn't matter if you've never told anyone before or if you've only whispered it in your own journal. It's never too late to begin. And even after decades of silence, you can still reclaim your truth. And if these videos have spoken to you, I'd love you to help me. When you subscribe, when you leave a comment, or when you watch the video through to the end, it doesn't just keep me motivated. It tells the YouTube algorithm, from what I understand, that survivors' voices matter. It tells the platform that it isn't just noise, it's the truth, and it helps this message reach someone else who might desperately need to hear it now. This is for anyone who thinks it's too late. It wasn't too late for Annie, and it's not too late for me, and it's not too late for you. I'm Kyle Hackley. I'm an attorney, retired, but I'm still a lawyer. I am the author of Undercurrent. It's the story of a young woman breaking free and the horse who saved her. And of course, I'm the host of the Are You Annie podcast. Annie's story is the backbone of this podcast, but I know she's not alone because every time you show up here, you prove that survivors are stronger than silence. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your courage. And until next time, know that I honor your truth and you are not alone. And as always, please remember that you are stronger than you ever believed. You are a warrior against narcissistic abuse. And I want you to be tenacious and never give up on what you believe in. Thank you again for being here. And thank you so much for staying until the end. It means so much. Bye.